脚踝扭到，很可怜呢。高扣嘞 ，Let's go。哇，卡森斯，他现在已经不是表弟，他是表哥了。超强。
干卢迪根受
伤，所以得分悍将。没为什么啊，你有卡森斯就好了。你有 Gatsby 怕什么？虽然他没有很强啊。但今天 Nowitzki 没有上，小牛输了。
昨天那个最后一球对湖人的。
靠腰。你有按哦？
按什么？
你有跳出去吗？不然他这一血等待对手。
我进来了啊。
我还没。断线了。
你离开比赛。
我刚刚在显示正在等待对手。再一次 ，Go！ 部分玩家还在比赛中，那 PSN 有时候伺服器好像不太稳。
先约好明天嘞，明天礼拜五。
怎样？
礼拜五都要打一下啊。
来攻。
你是有续那个会员是不是？
有啊。
你买多少？一年的？
没有买一个月而已。3个月了。
哦。
对啊。靠北我们都有在玩，当然续啊。他没有会员不能连。好像有一点点延迟。
有一点。
这样调就有感觉，应该是太多人在线上。Selena Gomez。
昨天本来要打，想说玩个那个勇士队马刺看看。
对啊。结果呢？
我睡着。
哦。
哇，你就睡了。
And it's the Kings to start out. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Westbrook the point with Waiters and it's Durant.
我抖音3分囧啊，光3分准啊。
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA, but it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
5 on the clock. Durant, that's good. Rondo again, it's Westbrook. Caspi dishes to Rondo. Here's Cousins.
靠腰。
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Durant.
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given.
我可能在用物件，你要帮我注意一下哦。还是金毛啊？吓？你讲金毛啊？
Giving away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, hard to control. that temper, and he knows it's
靠
important
腰
for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
火锅啊，一巴卡。
干嘛还是喊你的球哦？
Here's Waiters.
你不知道 Round 的火锅很好盖吗？
Pass to Westbrook. He dishes it to Adams.
我冇看到啊，
To the paint.
我冇看到。
Rondo with the steal. And here we go. Fast break.
火锅啊！
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
做贵人
And
啊
so，just over a minute and a half played.
我赶会啊。
Here is Caspi, defended by
係
Durant.
啦，呢個攻擊嘅可以啊。
Fires the three. And it's Caspi with the three.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
係。
And that one's good. Durant.
Tit for tat
哎，
right
你
there.
开赛2分钟被我盖2个火
Take
锅
long
了。
at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
The dish to McLemore. From deep three-point range.
喂
Another three.
喂，
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
哇，还不错玩啊。
Now here's Waiters, guarded by McLemore. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. Releases from 15 and misses it off the right side of the rim. No good from Cousins.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there. And the offense, I mean, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
Kings leading now by 3. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Durant. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. And it's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and
Oh,
change
babe.
for the Thunder narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
And the Thunder with the possession here. The Kings getting the bucket. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the Kings fast break.
好
Pushing
哎
it，up. Here's Cousins.
火锅
And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant。
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Westbrook drives in. Plenty of space. The shot is off. And the Kings going the other way now. Down low. Here's McLemore.
火锅
And Durant sends it back. They recover it. Caspi. And too long on the shot.
Westbrook。
That's a beautiful jam. He has a
뭐
highlight
좀
reel
또-
unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Bellinelli comes in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And here again, in transition up the court they go. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Collison for three. The shot no good. Westbrook with the nice D there. Talking about Ibaka, does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting, up to a remarkable Clark 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
They get it again. And Caspi kicks to Collison. Caspi passes to Cauley-Stein. Dishes to Caspi. From deep. Sacramento gets it back. Outside, Bellinelli.
怎么看被抢3个进攻篮板
He's 1 for 2.
Job, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Westbrook gets to Adams. Waiters gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bellinelli dishes to Casper. The pass to Cauley-Stein. Shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Waiters. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Caspi for three to the inside. Here's Kufis. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
干人接了骗不到，很奇怪。
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
咱们都你100%呢。
根本丢人呢。
Kicks to Bellinelli.
死了，指定了，指定。
Oh. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1.
And they continue to
add
to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Kufis kicks to Bellinelli. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And former coach of the year, George Paul, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Here's Westbrook after the Kings pick up 2. There's the bucket. Good. Westbrook's got 8.
看进去得20分，我才得2分。
And getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
没有。
No good from Caspi. Oklahoma City leading by 5.
Woo!
That's good.
Kevin Durant.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Collison. Quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now the feed to Cauley-Stein. Outside Collison. from 13.
Yes。
And we
哦，科文迪瑞好球呢哦。
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
The Thunder leading by 9. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Sacramento, they've got Bellinelli. Collison is out there with James Anderson. Then there's Caspi, and it's Koufos in the center position. And he gets the bucket.
Making 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
跑那么出去，
Tries to save it. Durant, the pass to Waiters. His first shot coming late. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Koufos has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bellinelli dishes to Anderson. The shot by Bellinelli, no good. Here's Oklahoma City. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
主人第一次命
You know, guys,
吊球，
Bellinelli really
靠
hit his
腰，
stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his
没有
rebounding
没有没有
improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
篮板篮板，
And for 3,
靠背
Collison. Koufos kicks to Collison. And here's Anderson for 3.
你这么会抢进攻篮板啊？要求
Anderson's got it back down to within single digits for the Kings.
啊，我知道，但我中文没
Most
体
any
力。
NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Ibaka right side.
Woo!
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shot.
Woo! Kevin Durant.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating
哎，我今天打得超好哎。
right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
The new ownership, give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
Sacramento making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Koufos. Butler comes in for Caspi. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Darren Collison. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
The Kings ended at 18-23 here at home. Not a terrible record for them given how their whole season went kind of up and down and inconsistent. They even had some home cooking in their favor as they were the second best team in free throw differential at home.
And Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. And 2 free throws
Wait.
coming up as he misses that one.
没做什
A
么。
lot of contact there. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, a big thing for the Kings to look forward to is the opening of their new arena. They are still looking at opening the downtown arena in the fall of 2016, and Sacramento couldn't be any more excited.
Anderson against Durant. A beautiful reverse layup. Durant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
有个强烈的表哥居然进去得了2分。
And that one's good, Cousins.
很硬哦。
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Augustine kicks to Durant. Here's the screen. Collison with the screen for Durant. Up off the screen. Yes. Kevin Durant. And it's Collison that time on the assist by Durant.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts. That's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Augustine passes to Singler. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. The Kings trail by 9. And it's Rondo.
没有，我靠，要 Rondo。
Takes it off the glass.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
废话，根本主
How
任呢
about？ that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
看我竟然没快，我没有快攻哎！你快攻拿24分，我没有哎。
干，是西伯利亚米。
Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. And then for Oklahoma City, Anthony Morrow's checked in for Durant. And Dion Rader subbed in for Singler. Rondo kicks to Cousins. That is
那
good.
现在在搞什么？
Cousins has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
喂，
And
进攻犯规
there's a
啊
foul！on Anthony
没
Morrow.
有啊，
That is his first foul of the game.
你刚那个很明显撞人呢，撞那么大力，洗多掌。嘿，嘿嘿，守住了，守住了。
Boy, did they ever make a
你
mess
知
out
道
of
我
that
特别
with
谁
a
吗？
terrible
我知道
turnover.
啊，卡森知道，
The Thunder leading
想也
by
知道，
7.
跟屁股想也知道。
Augustine with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
喂，
And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Rondo dishes to Butler. Launches it. And Cantor pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Wow.
And the rejection by Cousins.
打了整节终于有一颗火锅。
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Rajon Rondo.
You know, on the topic of Nick Collison's shooting, last season was his only real setback. Only shot 42% after having a career 54% shooting percentage. But he's up slightly in most other categories, especially the ones based on hustle and effort.
A floater. And it's Butler missing.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Augustine, that's good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
There's a screen by Cantor. Waiters. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And when you talk about Nick Collison, every team needs someone like him. He's focused, unselfish. He's that hard-nosed big with just enough skill to bite you when you forget about it.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Butler. And it's been
Rondo
for Bellinelli.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
他们不爽啊！
Westbrook's checked in. The Thunder leading by 10. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. They have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is, and Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage. So they might have been justified in that. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's McLemore outside. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the best by Morrow. Morrow's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
He kicks it to Waiters. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Back to Westbrook. And that does it for the first half of play. Thunder lead by
那个14分都是我Durant得的。
From Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
命中率，你看命中率。
我靠！你看我禁区内得分48分，才10分而已。
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 27 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
我要派Durant上来了哦。
Because of that, there's now a major
我
intimidation
怎么觉得
factor working
尤
in
其
their
球
favor.
员球员不在啊？
没有啊，你球员都在，你只有那个Rudy Gay 就差很多了。
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last two quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3.
Wow.
And Westbrook in the
太晚传了。
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will
哎，你
retain
让
possession.
Westbrook 吃火锅，等下盖回来跟你讲，他等下不爽。
Up top, Ibaka kicks it to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock.
人类。
And no good. Trying to
有
use
没有
the
人出来帮我
glass.
挡？
The Kings trail by 16. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Ibaka, the pass to Westbrook. Here's Morrow. He's covered by Rondo. Durant dishes to Morrow. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Morrow's got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Cousins.
哦，Ibaka！
And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Westbrook. So the whistle blows on the shot with 2 free throws from the contact right there.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of
Russell Westbrook
42%
10分
to get
3板
those
7助攻，
points. And he led the league in turnover
double-double.
average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Collison kicks to Cousins. The shot's
Wait.
Cousins making the play. 15 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Back to Westbrook. Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Misses the wing J. Oh, Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Passes it tomorrow. Kick out to Adams. Screen by Ibaka. Adams dishes to Durant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Collison kicks to McLemore.
哎，没盖到。
A good finish at the
攻
rack
有
off
快
the
攻
slick
哦
feet.。McLemore's got 8 points.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Morrill kicks to Durant. Feeds it to Adams. Ibaka, the pass to Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
And one.
The whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Kufis checked in for the Kings. Bellinelli comes in for McLemore. And timeout call. George Karl has had enough. Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
And really with the Thunder and their road problems last season, both Phoenix and New Orleans had better road records than they did. And had the Thunder been tougher on the road, no doubt they would have made it in.
好像科比上场。
Butler, he's checked
你
in
哪里有
for
Curry？你巴利亚
Sacramento.
尼吧？
Curry comes in for
有啦。
Darren
哦
Collison.
哦
Here's
，Curry 他
Curry.
弟，Steve Curry。
你是哪这得分？
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
看到他
The
得
Thunder
面子
had
上
road
拿得一
trouble
分。
right out of the gate last season, guys. Only had one road win in their
Westbrook
first 9 road games. They also had 4 different instances of 4 or more game road losing streaks last season.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Butler.
哎，拉球，我的。
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Thunder leading by 14. Durant attacking. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. We all know about Durant's injury last season. Strange because he was the model of health pretty much before that.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, just rarely missed extended time. And factoring he, along with Westbrook, 2 guys who had been really the model of durability. Health is something he nor the fans will ever take for granted again.
Here's Kufis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike.
这样你买到。
You know, a quick note about Kevin Durant and his ability to stay on the floor. Prior to last season, he played in 97% of all games that he could have. That's high-level durability there.
And thinking about how much Durant has played, that 97% of games played is for international play and playoffs. That's an incredible amount of games that he's suited up for. You wonder if it just wore down his body.
球给 Curry， 球给 Curry。
Stein dishes to Bellinelli. Westbrook with the steal.
哇哦
Leads to
，Westbrook，
a monster jam.
And guys got
超节
careless
加
with
1
the ball there,
得分
and
加
the
2。
turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish
Come.
inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those
爽爽的
lanes. That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring it
Come on,
down with
come
some
on.
thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
He feeds it to Morrow. Curry with the steal.
哇，Curry 超节。
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Is it back? They recover it. Curry kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Curry. They shoot again. Kufis the pass to Cauley Stein.
喂，
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Caspi, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Collison in for Curry. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Cantor's checked in. Screened by Ibaka. Clock at 6. And Durant, here we go. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Kings trailed by 16.
Ibaka
Here's
挡住，
Bellinelli.
哎呀，
And that one is stuffed right through.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And the shot is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
哎哎
A very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Durant, no good.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Cauley Stein dishes to Bellinelli. Collison kicks to Caspi.
手外线，手外线，手外线，篮板，
Bellinelli.
喂，
And right on through for another
很
basket.
准。
He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they
欢迎哪里拿14分，
It
欢迎哪里
did
拿
not
14 分
seem。happy about
Bring it
how
out.
things are going on right
刚刚
now.
那秀那个
Maybe
荧幕
wants
啊
to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Call force。
Sacramento making some changes.
哎，我上次玩光辉是赢
Cousins
你，
comes in for Kufis. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for
Wow.
Cauley Stein.
不过好像
And then for
好像有
Oklahoma
赢
City,
你。
Nick Collison's checked in.
就那一场打5场，我输4场。
Ziegler comes in for Kevin Durant.
在人家打数你
And Dion
比
Waiters
较
subbed
多
in
啊。
for Anthony Morrow.
打 Rondo， 打 Rondo，
Collison in the post. He's covered by Rondo.
Rondo 给笑哎。
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got that
哎，
feeling.
协防啊！
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations
帮我
that
挡
that
啊！
small market presents.
干叫不过来。
Westbrook against Collison. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sacramento ball.
The Kings trailed by 14.
And, as
That's
we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen
送上
without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
靠背，
Rondo. Got a piece of it. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Waiters. Waiters got his 8th assist in the game. Pass to Rondo.
跑过头。
This one for 3.
哇
Three for
，Rondo，
Sacramento. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. It's Westbrook with the drive. Basket made. That gives
忍者
him
龟
7 field goals in 13 tries.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Cousins with a screen for Rondo.
哎哎哎哎哎，
And Cousins throws it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
我根本挡不住哎。
It's Rondo who picks up the assist. 19 points here for Cousins.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
哦，还好，
吓到哦。
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Thunder out in front.
我三分率超低耶。
进几球2球啊？
And we
一球啊
welcome you
2
back
球
as
而
we
已。
get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Kings trail by 11. We've got Kufus. Anderson is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's McLemore, and it's Rondo in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. McLemore, the
想买
pass
饭是不是？
Kufus.
吃10啊！
Shot clock at 5.
篮板。
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Collison kicks to Singler. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside Collison. They set the pick. Waiters dishes to Collison. Pulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Kings.
看收的好密。
Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rondo drives in. Cousins, the pass to Anderson. Back to Cousins. And it's
喂，
with both hands.
差9分了。
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful
打
two-hand
慢
jam.
打慢
You're
打慢
right.
打
And I
慢。
tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Waiters up top, guarded by McLemore. A drive by Collison. And Costa picks up the foul.
直接犯规。
That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Cousins against Cantor. 3 on the clock.
Whoa!
Cousins with the block. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. That's good.
Easy to see who's going to win that
哎
race.
哎哎，看你
Early
啊！
offense is
7分
often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. A drive by Collison. Here's Singler. Puts up the baby hook.
喂，
Collison, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam.
暂停啊！
Difficult.
被追10分回来了，我不暂停。我场上全部都是替补跟你打，他
I
死
tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is.
我把
That's
Kevin
the
Durant
play
叫上
we're
来。
going to remember when this game is over.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
The dish now to Ibaka. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Kings trail by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
哎，
Really,
烂
the
头。
offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys? They're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Durant against Anderson. Looking to end the drought. And there's the foul. It's on
And
that'll be his third foul so far. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Costa Kukas.
Wait!
An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Rondo. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins.
靠背，
That'll be his second
为什
foul
么是
of
我
the
犯
game.
规？
Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Waiters kicks to Durant. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
单打王 Kevin Durant。
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark bringing it down hard. My brother.
Yes,
Fair
sir.
as well of the effort here tonight.
And here's Rondo to the left wing. Here's McLemore. Misses in close. The Thunder leading by 5. And then Durant with the
Rondo 不用怕。
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Here's Rondo. Anderson dishes to McLemore. Cauley Stein passes to Cousins. To the middle. Here's McLemore. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
And one thing about Ben McLemore, he can be an absolute lights-out shooter. Last season was a big improvement over his rookie campaign. Up in field goal, three-point, and free throw accuracy. Really just scratching the surface in terms of his potential.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Waiters.
我的，还有1秒，还有1秒。
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Durant for 3.
我的，差一点。
The Kings trail by 6. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Just not much success.
Russell。
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team
干
is
你
in
们觉得
charge of this
这么
game
三
right
分
now.
的？
Like
靠
there is a
背，
swagger
就跟你讲说，刚刚是我的替
on
补在上面
and
哦，
are not
先发上来就不一样。
I tell you what, love to go up a jam like that.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field
我得分
last
后卫没有一个
season,
强的
he。just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Sacramento making some changes. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Caspi comes in for James Anderson. And it's Bellinelli in for McLemore. They're getting back to Waiters. There's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talents and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the
哦
role he
，Westbrook
has.
double 了。
And Caspi has it in the corner.
Yes. 哦呀，靠腰。
On the wing, and right through it goes. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Outside Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
就放屌人空打。
Durant's got 43 points.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Here's Caspi.
没有。
Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I mean, even from over here, you can
真
see
是3分的
that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the
雷帝
officials.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course,
15
winning the league MVP. Then
6
last
篮板
year,
5助攻，
cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level.
应该还有3锅吧，3个火
Yeah,
锅。
you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Caspi
For Caspi, can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Westbrook，woo！
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
And
Yeah,
chill
you
and
gotta
chill.
rise and levitate. Yeah, levitate.
How about the glide in?
You know.
Reverse it.
Timeout called by the Kings. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the massive firing of their coach, Mike
复
Malone.
仇
Yeah,
成功
really,。that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Looking to end the run.
喂，
And good
还
on
没
the
赢，还没赢，
basket.
靠腰，守一个。
Caspi's got 5 points in the quarter.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And he gets it to go. Durant's got 47 points.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team.
我觉得今天是我丢人挑战50分，不是你的他胜值。
Over in the corner, Cousins. They set the pick. Rondo wide open. Off target with his 3.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And it's Durant missing.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on, clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
Back to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Outside Durant. Westbrook again. Rondo. Dishes it to Waiters. The pass to Adams. To the paint. And Ibaka slams it in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing and that.
没人守，没人守。
Yeah, it's a fun way to
你在紧迫盯人啊！你在紧迫盯人、啊。
And that's the dagger right there, really the nail in the coffin.
I'd agree. I mean, they've done a great job of sealing this one, closing it out. And they never backed off, even with the big lead. I love to see teams do that.
Oklahoma City dictating the flow. On up the court. And Waiters with the stuff.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow.
我看你玩，看你虐
And
就好
they've
了
just。done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore.
哎，上次你也虐我，也不能这样讲啊。
有虐到这么多吗？
好像没有哎。
That one's good.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just
喂，我想把时间拖完了。
And so they
你要
choose
这样，我
to
要叫主任再
intentionally
得
foul.
分哦。
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get
104比87。
This one was over well before the
Kevin Durant MVP. Yeah, yeah.
Excited about Greg, but they never got
Yeah,
it.
松快，松快。
They just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. See you next time.
不要叹气好不好？哎，康森只还有21分10篮板呢。
其他人都不知道在干嘛。
是哎，三分球命中率蛮高的哦。我都几乎都没有投三分。哎，丢人投6中3，50%命中率。我靠！哎，干丢人这场命中率超高哦。31投21中，有够恐怖的。帅气。
等等，吃个东西再来。
好啊，你先吃。
上我用好。啊，我盖趴。
嗯？Ramen, Tamash, Ari, Laurie，又是勇士队，我们是卡特嘞，
哎呀，
这怎么这啦？
想一下，
想把我灌爆是不是 ？Antonio Davis，
来上演一下，来，
你那一天马刺输30分哦，你以后会让我输30分啊？我觉得你会让我输30分。球衣很白色哦，然后蓝色的。来，你来。 哦，3，哦，2。那天规防哦，3防不错。
小球战术啊！
这样就差不多是小球了。不行，这打不能上去。OK。
And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip hop. So it never ever ever
有听 Duncan 呢，忘记了。那天是因为没有听 Duncan。
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Reporting from the sidelines. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. Now Golden State's starting 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in the 3 spot.
哦，波波教练生气了哦。
LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 per game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
喂，
守住了。
怎么守住 ？Green 放枪啊，他没有守住啊。
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
哦，自己拿4分了。
Pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Orange ball.
北七摸什么球？
他没有摸啦，那个 Lena 自己用出去的啦。
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Curry kicks to Bogut. The feed to Green. Curry wide open. And again, no good by Golden State.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be a star. He just had to anchor that deep. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
And he gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
A nice shot by Aldridge. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They kick it out to Green. And the Warriors get it back. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry dishes to Bogut. Thompson passes to Green. And Curry has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Green.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
喂，我追剧，哇，被打爆了。哇，你拿8分了哦。
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Shots good.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Parker with it. Picked up by Thompson.
没有
Leonard, no luck.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And Thompson hits the ball.
bounce.
In that
水上了
time, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Leonard dishes to Parker. And it's Aldridge missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now here's Curry. Here's Paul.
bounce.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth. Even on a
Hold
foul
on,
finish
hold on.
like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and
哎，这样比赛有搞头哎。
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Now here's Thompson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lock at 6. Here's Green. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Draymond Green。球评不喊，我自己喊。
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Green, the screen. Pass to Duncan. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career, the complete package on the box.
And Duncan, who briefly contemplated retiring after last season, showed in the playoffs, Greg, he is still very much at the top of his game.
Listen, Tim Duncan, for me, is the greatest power forward to ever play the game, although Papa tell you he's actually the center of the power forward's body. What a great matchup. Yeah, how great was he, I should say, in the matchup against the Clippers last season. And throughout his career, he has been more consistent than a clock. I mean, it doesn't matter the year or who he's up against. This guy just finds a way to leave his mark on the game. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that.
来硬的呢啊！
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Curry against Parker. Curry kicks to Bogut. Parker against Curry. Pass to Thompson. 5 to shoot. The 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
汤神呐，小心有汤神包，今天汤神拿40分嘞，45，就是45哦。今天Curry好像拿14分还是13分而已。
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bones. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Spurs lead by 3. Mills passes to Diaz.
Wait.
The Spurs scoring again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Wait.
Green, no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start. There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
没有。
And too long on the shot.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Here's Curry with the 3. Again, Curry missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Mills can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points.
Wait.
He makes you pay on those nearly every time.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
Oh.
And it's all evened up. Thompson's got 5 points so far. Ginobili left side. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The Spurs making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. 1:20 left here in the opening quarter. A clear look for Curry.
Hey,干嘛这样？
That would have put him up.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Here's Ginobili.
Wait.
He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Shot clock at 6. Thompson inside the line. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Here's Mills. Nifty move. Picks it out to Ginobili. From deep. Ginobili can't get that one to fall.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
为什么？
弹出去了，有个看到跳很高。
可是他不是传到手上吗？靠腰怎么会这样？哦，这个不会进攻被抢走。
To Diaw, and Mills kicks it to West. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Soft touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well.
The first quarter all wrapped up.
哇！
Game so far.
怎么会发生那件失误？
San
哦，
Antonio up 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
Here's Golden State, trailing by 2. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at center. And guys, Tim Duncan still dominant after 18 years. You know, he's reshaped his body. He has gotten a brand new diet, which he says has had a huge benefit. We saw it in the playoffs last year. Greg, I think, you know, he probably was one of the top 5 overall performers in last year's playoffs.
No doubt about it. We continue to write this guy off, Kevin, and he just continues to defy Father Time. I mean, there was a point where he was starting to feel the wear and tear, especially in his knees, but being the competitor he is, he decided to dictate to his body rather than letting his body dictate to him. Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Here's Parker. A rebound by Ezeli.
You know, getting back to Duncan, when you talk to his teammates, they'll tell you he's disciplined. He maintains a strict diet, does off-the-floor training, from boxing to swimming, throwing tires, running in the sand. That keeps him motivated and engaged.
Just 5 to shoot. Green with a screen on Aldridge. Here's Livingston. Green with the ball. He has 6. Thompson outside. He feeds it to Livingston. And stolen by Aldridge. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Anderson with the ball. Misses from short range.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And talking about Duncan's new look, Coach Popovich had an interesting quote. Pop said, I look at him and tell him, you look like Sprewell used to look. Just skin and bones, ligaments and tendons. I mean, but you know what? You can't argue with success, and not many people have had more than Tim Duncan.
From deep, Iguodala. It's stolen by Duncan. Green kicks to Anderson. The Warriors pull it in. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's Thompson again missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Leonard, he's checked in for Anderson. Warriors trailed by 9. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And it's back to the basket for over 5.
Hey. 靠背我在挑东西。
Part of the reason right now, they're trailing.
It may not sound like a bunch, Greg, but those things, those turnovers are cumulative. Already 5 points given up off turnovers this quarter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Curry kicks to Bogut. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Spates. The pass to Curry. For 3, and it's the Warriors missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
No good from Duncan. Warriors trail by 12. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
There's Green with the 3. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry against Leonard. Curry passes to Rush. Screen by Bogut. Here's Curry. Duncan with the block. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Spates with the block.
Oh.
Barnes dishes to Bogut. Back to Barnes.
Boy,
It's stolen by
往你
Green.
走
And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Goes up. Duncan with
Hey.
the block. And here's Green outside.
Boy,
That's good, and it's Leonard with
Too
the
hard.
assist. Green's got 5
Boy,
points
you're
now this
Green.
quarter.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr
北
and
兰
the Warriors. It was the best
马上回击
debut
呢。
as a new coach ever.
别送啊，Curry 别
67
送啊。
wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first
用一
year.
下宝宝萨嘛，很久没看到他上场
Time
了。
called here. The
Legenda.
Spurs decide to
为什
talk it
么
over.？On our old
我都忘记我
Burgers,
他
also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars and Greg his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach. You've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. A different look now for San Antonio. West is checked in for Duncan. DL comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Brandon Rush.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Poked away. It's stolen by Curry. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. Diallo against Curry. No luck. And the Spurs going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Good. And the Spurs lead by 10.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Out to Parker. Makes a big
Oi.
bounce and goes in.
这准
Parker's got 13.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Kicks it to Bogut. Outside Curry. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Ginobili. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Mills, who's checked in for Parker. And the dunk by West.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Curry outside. Bogut the pass to Curry. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Bogut dishes to Curry. Pass to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
They need to be here. I mean, that's my opinion. They need to create more second chance opportunities, like they did in the first quarter.
Here's Diaw. And he gets
Hey,
that one to
这个会投。
the front iron.
他会中距离啊。
And it's a 12-point San Antonio lead. For 3, Barbosa. Rebound San
是啊是啊，被
Antonio.
打爆了，勇士被打爆了。
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. They grab their own miss. Here's Leonard. Back to Diaw. And Ginobili. Here we go. And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that play.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after 13 full seasons and factor in all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the end. And Mills kicks to Diaw. The dish now to Ginobili. Picked by West. From deep.
Yeah.
Shots good by Mills. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barbosa kicks to Barnes. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
看室内呢，
Barnes has got 4 points this
那
quarter.
人今天才拿2分呢。
Dishes it to Mills. Diaw, the screen. And the wide open shot from Ginobili.
被跑
Loses
空
the
档出来。
defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And he came
Wow.
off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time
Hold
enough.
up.
And that does it for the first half of play. Spurs lead
团队，
by
团
13.
队。
Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
哦，失误10次，失误又那么多，可恶啊！托尼帕克
勇士都
13分
不是勇士
啊，
勇士都不是勇士了。
命中率超低耶。
哎呦，
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
A good quarter for Curry. He's got 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
哎呦 ，Green 上来了
One
哎。
guy who's been
刚
getting
第
it
2节
done
我没
so
看到
far,
他。
Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys,
喂，
and this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Livingston. Cannot hit. Good D by Parker. Spurs leading by 16. Nobody near Leonard. And the three off target.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Thompson inside the line, and the shot falls short this time.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half.
好球！
They've missed 3 of their first 4. Well, that's
3都好了，
inexcusable
还
to throw a
传
pass that
哦。
far off the mark.
你按的还敢怪他？你按的啊！
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul. Thompson again. It's Green. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. Azili dishes to Green. And that one's good. Green's got 8 points.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage
Oi,
has
go
come
in.
since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
Livingston kicks to Green. Leonard with the steal. Here's Parker.
好球！
Golden State takes
为什么又不
possession.
上？
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
你怕被盖腐？
Warriors trail by 14. Livingston passes to Azili. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his
莫
first
名其
foul
妙
of the
犯规
game.
呢！
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. San Antonio on defense. He kicks to Green. No good off the front iron. Spurs leading by 14. A
因
three
为
from
干
Leonard. That drops.
干
And it comes off an assist from Parker. 8 points for Leonard.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Curry kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Azili.
跑不进去。
谁说的？
Both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Aldridge's screen. Right block shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. It's going to be a 24-second shot.
干，拎的手好紧
They
哦。
turn it over. Kyle Anderson is checked in for San Antonio. Spurs leading by 13. Now here's Parker. He's got 15. Wants to get it to Duncan and does.
走步，
And that's going to be too many steps. That's the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Curry is inside. Covered by Parker. Lets it go with a 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Iguodala. And that's now 19 points for Steph Curry. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That'll be his second foul of the game. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Anderson outside. There's the three.
Oi.
And he gets the bucket.
Hey.
Anderson's
got
5 points so far.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half.
干
They've
这样没
really
办过呀
knocked down their
，
long-range
290
shots.
优势呢啊。
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
Parker dishes to Anderson. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Fires the three. The putback is no good.
喂喂
And it's out of bounds.
哦，
Well, that's an excuse to throw a pass that far off the mark.
到底
被手爆了吧？
Spurs leading by 13. Here's Parker. Green with the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what,
Oh.
guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to
主
power
场
that
那连主动传球都是这样的，这个战
And
绩
a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
反攻反攻，
all cylinders in the
要反攻。
transition game too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Timeout called the Warriors. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014, but he spent pretty much the entire season on the pond.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win.
And some changes here for the Spurs. West is checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Different look here for the
你
Warriors.
这样放屁吗？
Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Landon Rush, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Barbosa in for Curry.
You know, talking about Kyle Anderson, he's a bit of a polarizing prospect, has a multifaceted skill set. I mean, excellent court vision, outstanding length, doesn't have elite athleticism, absolutely needs to get stronger, but he's got a lot of game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barbosa with the ball. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the
喂
game. Key stops and then try to get
怎
out
么
of
投都弹进呢
transition.
啊？主场呢啊，难怪。
And guys, getting back to Kyle Anderson, not a fit for every system. I mean, he's a guy who needs the ball in his hands to be effective, and he's much more of a facilitator than a finisher at this stage.
Rush.
Green, the pass to Rush. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits.
Their three-point percentage has taken a
不好意
big
思，手上去，不好意思，
leap
手上去。
here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Kicks it out to Ginobili. For the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barbosa dishes to Green. And Golden State.
Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
San Antonio calls timeout. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some
去哪里？
elite company for Draymond Green.
好球，好球，好
He's a
球！
hard worker, a guy you love. If he's on
换一
your
个，换一
team,
个，
he
换
can
一
be
个，
an
换一个，换一个，
irritant
换一
if
个。
he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his
哇，
doubters
那个
wrong.
投了。
干我以为来的可以。
Tim Duncan, he's
他只是 rush 而已。
West. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Anderson, and Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. San Antonio leading by 6. Parker kicks to Leonard. Green against Aldridge.
送上。
Inside. It's tipped.
好车。
And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And Barbosa drops them both. Well, the Spurs, Greg, great at home last year. That's not surprising to anyone who's paid attention. We expect that. They're just so tough at home, year in and year out.
And Kevin, how about going 3-8 at home last season? And despite being a 6 seed, only the Hawks and Warriors, the 2 best records in the league, won more games at home. Hard to imagine you could be a 6 seed with that kind of success.
Green kicks to Barnes. 4 on the clock. And there's the feed to Rush. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Spurs leading by 4.
Wait.
It was all about being at home. That was a big part of how they went on the run. They won 20 of the last 22 games at home in that stretch, which vaulted them from the bottom of the playoff picture in the West to as high as the 2 seed.
Again, the miss by Ginobili. And it's the Warriors on the break. Token with the block. Bogut against Parker. Nobody near Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the Spurs at home are so great because they just don't miss. I mean, second in field goal percentage at home, shooting 49%. Also second in three-point percentage made at home with over 39%.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Parker. They kick it out to Green. 1 second left.
没有，好险呐！
And we've reached the end of the third.
哇，差4分，
They're up by 4.
从差15分，只要差4分。
From the AT&T.
打马刺好累哦，手超紧的。
It's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Mills. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Thompson is out there with Bogut, and it's Curry in at the point. Ginobili the pass to Leonard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard hasn't been in the league for a long time, but he's feeling right at home. Said last season he wants to remain a Spur for life.
And for Leonard to hear players say that a lot, but rarely before they reach the end of their rookie contract.
Yeah, I think Leonard just realizes what a special situation he found himself in. I mean, he is the complete package as a player and custom made for how the Spurs like to play and do things.
And he gets it to go.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
In the corner, it's Ginobili. Just 5 on the clock. A shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Curry with the 3.
Woohoo!
Another 3 for Golden State.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
洗军都比
The
死秃
rapid
头
fire threes coming from everywhere.
干！ 我多按了一下叉，他就闪出去了。
It all worked out for him.
Spurs leading by 3. Mills dishes to Ginobili. West kicks to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
就被拉了5分。
Got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
On its way from Curry for 2. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Ginobili attacking. And the shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Passes it to Mills. Leonard, that's for 2.
没有没有没有。
No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And the rejection by Leonard. In transition, here come the Spurs. Green leading the charge.
他们在。
Thompson from long range. Rebound San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. Leaps for it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Green passes to Anderson. Back to Green. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
San Antonio leading by 3. And Mills kicks to Leonard. And right on target. Good. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Thompson dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
That's exactly what happens when you give up offensive rebounds. They come back to bite you big.
You can't allow NBA teams those
Out
second and third opportunities. All the officials are all over that one.
It's clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Curry outside. Good D by Parker. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
棍守得住了。
Great D that time from Green.
哎呦，是派个方向。
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Parker with it. Picked up by Thompson. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Back to Aldridge. Duncan left side. Green passes to Duncan.
挡着，不要跳。
Takes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 2.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounds.
只要你进3分，真的。
Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anderson.
没有，我刚刚不小心，我以为他传球，
Fast break with a monster slam.
结果他拔起来投了。
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
It's stolen by Green.
刚才传错了，
Here's Aldridge. Good defense by Iguodala.
好险啊！
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Parker with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
喂，
That is good.
很像，
Anderson's got 10 points here.
很像 ，Anderson 很像。
他是
Really good job
那
of
个
creating just enough space to let that one fly.
我们要投进球，关键3分呢哦。
I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He warned his team to get back in transition defense, saying they're giving up way too many fast break buckets, and he wants them into it. He said, hey, let's slow the tempo and make them take some tough shots. A sound defensive strategy, Kevin.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Thompson. And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor space. Tim Duncan and Parker won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
Duncan high post. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
San Antonio making a switch here. Green's checked in. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Pass to Ezeli. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing to tie it up. 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
那关键时刻你就搞这一招，乌龙
关。键时刻才让他上来，他当然手是定的啊。我说关键时刻才让我上场，我说失误给你
San。Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Parker kicks to Green. He feeds it to Aldridge. Parker with it. Barbosa picks him up.
Oh!
That one's good. And the Spurs lead by 5.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Stephen Curry's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Curry outside. And that one's good. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Anderson has it.
好球，好球！
And stolen by Barnes. Green kicks to Barnes. And he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
哇哇！科里上来就拉回来了。
The game right there.
不行不行不行不行，我丢你！
Game changer right there.
防守防守。
Unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
And Antonio calls timeout.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
來！
On the Spurs with some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Anderson, and it's Ginobili in for Green. .143 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
放枪！
No good from Ginobili. The Warriors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
To be lucky and good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
We got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Azili kicks to Curry. Feeds it to Johnson. And there's the shot clock violation.
干，手很紧呢哦。
And you can tolerate
马刺防守，
like that sometimes.
马刺防守真的很强。
Hey, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Parker against Curry. It's Parker with the drive.
Woohoo!
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. It's
Woohoo!
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Curry against Parker. Here's Leonard. And lots
好球
of contact there.
好球
Missing the shot. He'll shoot
差点
two.
差点差点差点，
Leonard's
不会进
having a good one.
不会进
He's got
不会
14
进。
points and 7 assists. Passing and free throws, those are two areas where you love to get production.
And I like the fact that he's been a positive
守住
player
守住
all
守
day.
住
Hasn't had a lot of errors in the game.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for the Warriors.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
守住守住守住！
Had a foul to give there, but you
关键两罚。
cost your team points.
喂，
Would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way.
你放屁哦，放屁哦，你真的放屁哦，放屁哦，
一定要放着啊！
怎么晃？怎么晃？
不换，
靠！
这时刻怎么可能不换？
Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 1. 11 seconds left in the fourth.
紧张哎！
What do you think, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality
干这球到底会给谁？奇怪，我要猜耶。
to the middle. Here's Duncan. Money.
不行，才领先1分而已，不行。
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hits.
为什么进攻这么快？
赶6秒哎。啊。
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
进攻太快了。
我们怕我最后一球不进哎，干你你。
What do you think, guys?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time to really run your normal.
我再叫个暂停。
好紧张啊！怎么那么紧张
San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
They're definitely going to want to talk and strategize here. They need to stop to win this game, and they can't afford to foul.
我靠！最后一集耶！你觉得我会给科瑞还是汤普森呢？
不知道。
Azili kicks to Curry. Here's Thompson.
哇！
你看，我有留给科瑞，所以你看我的科瑞的防守是谁？累吗？好累哦，一手科瑞啊！
我知道给汤普森哈，但只有汤普森没有跑出来哦。我给他跑掉了哦。汤普森。
我刚刚教那个暂停，就是要用内呢去守科瑞。
我刚给汤普森，干你娘！击败汤普森没有跑出来，击败输1分。哦，那我勇士在你手上连2败嘞。上一次输谁
？6分而已哎。
上一次输骑士哦。
哎，
这是输马刺，还是上次也是马刺？干击败。科里35分。
伊古达拉2分，
就那个灌篮吧。
怎么会给 K 嘞？
因为你一定会来守科瑞，我想也知道啊。
你有看到吗？
我没有看到，可是用屁股想知道你会守科瑞啊。刚应该直接用科瑞单打才对。而且我第一个传球还传错我要传汤普森就传到里面去。
我看到我
拖了2秒。
这巴纳斯对不对？
我好像不小心传到里面去，不知道传 Green 还是伊兹里。
没有，我刚看到的是帕克去守到巴纳斯，你如果用巴纳斯直接单打帕克，你就赢了。因为我是用帕克去守巴纳斯。
我没有注意到我就一直想要给汤普森而已。
干，我数到第3节。
我第3节我拿27分，拿18分。第4节我也差点追上。干，投13中5而已，难怪会输。
2次进攻得分16分。
我失误又太多了，妈的！
替补啊，替补你替补常常拿16分。
看你拿40哦，击败。
嗯，
可我进攻篮板比较多，差一点，这个结局还 OK 啊，可以接受，不要超到30分。
失误嘞，失误你是21次吗？
对啊。超多，失误超多，妈的！对，我这样还一路追上来哎，我
干最大领先17分呢。
对啊，我追了16分上来哎，你看，哦，击败打满是好累哦。你的那个太变态啊，怎么投都会进，一个变态的。虽然我的 curry 也差不多，还要再来吗？
不要了，休息，明天再来。
OK，
拜拜。
拜。